This is the Manga Xanadu Manga Dome podcast. I am your host, Laurie Henderson. Join me on this journey into the world of manga, where a river of reviews flow through caverns of commentary down into the latest news. Welcome to the Manga Dome. Episode 40, New Year's News. The Weekly Wish List. Now that the holidays are over, publishers are revving up to take all of my money again. Kodansha starts out with one of my new favorite titles, Attack on Titan Volume 10. Will we finally get some answers to the questions posed in the last volume? Nah. Dictatorial Grimoire Volume 2 comes out from Seven Seas. It's another title for me to fall behind on. And speaking of falling behind, Viz releases a whole slew of shoujo manga that I'm so far behind on, it's not even funny. Hanakimi 3-in-1 is at Volume 7. I've read Volume 1. Kimi ni Todoke is a comfort manga that is up to Volume 18, while I think I'm up to Volume 5. I can't even remember where I stopped on Natsume's Book of Friends, another potential comfort manga. Volume 15 comes out this week. Otomen is another title I've read 5 volumes of. Volume 17, the penultimate volume, comes out this week. I've read Volume 1 of Strobe Edge and loved it. Volume 8 comes out this week. If I weren't such a pack rat, all of this being behind would make me really depressed. Attack on Alice. Seven Seas has confirmed another Alice in the Country of title. Alice in the Country of Joker, Nightmare, is a 3-volume series that Amazon listed the first volume of coming out in August. Seven Seas had previously licensed a single volume featuring Nightmare, but this is a new series that sets up Alice with the sickly but scheming Nightmare, the caterpillar of the original Alice series. It seems not even established manga artists are immune to the Alice in Wonderland bug. Kaori Yuki, known for such titles as Angel Sanctuary, Kane Saga, and Godchild, is starting a new series. Kake no Alice centers on a high school girl named Stella. Her family, the Kuonjis, hold an event every month called the Tea Party. With all the siblings gathered this month, someone states, "Starting now, everyone will kill each other. The person left alive will become the head of the family." While it doesn't seem to have a lot of connections to Alice in the Wonderland, other than the name Alice in the title and the reference to a mad tea party, I'm sure there will be more along the way. While I've enjoyed most of Yuki's titles that I've read, I don't think this one will be joining those ranks. I really don't care for the trend of teens killing each other that The Hunger Games has popularized in recent years. More manga coming to an end. Several titles were announced recently to either be ending or reaching their final arc. Inuboku SS, which just started publication with Yen Press this last year, will be ending this year, according to its creator, Koka Fujiwara. The title entered its final arc last January and was intended to end the same year, but has been extended for just a bit into this year. I had some general issues with the tropes and fan service that the manga had, but I actually liked the first volume for the most part. The series is currently at 10 volumes, though the final count is still unknown. Another English-published title that is closing in on its end is Yu Watase's Arata, the Legend. Watase announced that Arata was heading toward its climax on her New Year's Day blog post. The series is at 22 volumes in Japan, while Viz Media only recently published Volume 16. I read the first couple of chapters of this series back when it was serialized in Shonen Jump, but I really didn't like it and didn't follow it in volume release. Some titles that haven't made it over here yet, but probably should, are also getting their swan song. Chopper Man is a spin-off title from the series One Piece. It features Tony Chopper, the reindeer that ate the human devil fruit, as a superhero fighting foes from the One Piece universe. It was one of the premier titles in Shueisha's Psycho Jump, a magazine for younger readers. It's currently at 4 volumes and may end at 5. Another title I would like to see was a remake of Cat's Eye, a title popular in the early 80s by Tsukasa Hojo, the creator of City Hunter. We almost got the first original series from Raijin Comics, but they closed before anything came out. It's about 3 sisters who run a cafe during the day and are art thieves at night, searching for their father who disappeared. The series will be 8 volumes. Crunchyroll manga adds more titles. Crunchyroll's all-you-can-eat streaming manga has added 3 more titles, all of which come from a publisher other than Kodansha. The Futabasha titles Inside Mari, Silver Nina, and Love Theory are now available. Inside Mari is about a high school girl, Mari, and a hikikomori who sees her one day at a convenience store. The story starts with Mari waking up in her room, feeling something is wrong with her room and herself. It is by the creator of Flowers of Evil, published here by Vertical, and Drifting Net Cafe, which J-Manga released a volume or two of. The cover gives an idea of what is probably wrong with Mari, and this looks like one I'll pass on. Silver Nina is about Shimazaki Shutaro, a young man who has lost his job in Tokyo and returns home to the country. When he arrives at his house, he is greeted by a little girl with silver hair and blue eyes. It is a slice-of-life series that follows the tired young man and half-Japanese girl and their slow, calming life in the country. I'd be interested in reading this one. I enjoy slow, slice-of-life titles sometimes. The third series, Love Theory, is based on a how-to book called The Ultimate Love Manual. Artist Saito uses the book to create a story about Yatahara, a college student who has nothing to attract women. He meets the ghost, Alya, who claims to be a love education instructor and teaches Yatahara how to be cool and wanted by women. This is a romantic comedy that I wouldn't mind checking out a few chapters of. It could be very funny or very bad. I'm glad to see other publishers taking interest in Crunchyroll's model and hope we get some more. Some shoujo would be nice, and it might get me to try the $5 subscription. All You Need Is Kill added to Shonen Jump lineup. Viz has announced that the manga adaptation of the sci-fi novel All You Need Is Kill will be serialized in the U.S. Weekly Shonen Jump starting this week. Takeshi Obata of Death Note, Hikaru no Go, and Bakuman fame will be doing the art, and Ryosuke Takiguchi, creator of Stars, will be doing the story. The first chapter will come out in a special issue of Weekly Shonen Jump dedicated to Obata. The character designs will be based on the original illustrations from the novel by Yoshitoshi Abe. The story is about a battle-armored soldier who finds he is dying and being resurrected again and again while fighting a war against invading aliens. Viz also published the original novel, and an American adaptation of the novel renamed Edge of Tomorrow will be coming out this year. I like sci-fi, so I'm interested in the manga. Maybe I'll check out the special issue. I can pony up 99 cents. VizManga.com update. Over at VizManga.com, a couple series get a double dose of volumes. For the week of January 1st, 2014, a very familiar title is back on top. Yu Yu Hakusho Volume 11 retakes the number 1 spot. Knights of the Zodiac Volume 1 jumps in at number 2 and is followed by Volume 2 at number 3. Skip Beat Volume 23 moves back 1 to number 4 and is also followed by Volume 24 at number 5. Aishi Teruze Baby Volume 4 jumps in at number 6, while the other debut title, Whistle Volume 1, comes in at number 7. Gimmick Volume 7 moves back 2 to number 8, while Demon Love Spell Volume 5 moves back 3 to number 9. Cross Manage Volume 4, last week's number 1, falls back 9 to end the list at number 10. It's great not only to see Knights of the Zodiac make the list after its first week, but that both volumes made it, and straight into the top 5. The double Skip Beat volumes was pretty cool too. I wasn't happy to see Cross Manage dive, and I hope it can recover and move back up to hang on to the list next week, but with a lot of new shonen and shoujo releases this week, I don't know how long it can last. The New York Times Bestseller list. Over at the New York Times, Christmas has had an interesting effect on the list. For the week ending January 4th, 2014, Attack on Titan again stomps out the competition. Attack on Titan Volume 10, the newest volume, debuts at number 1. It is followed by Volume 1 at number 2, falling back 1. Maximum Ride Volume 7 flies up 4 to number 3, while Attack on Titan Volume 2 falls 2 to number 4. Naruto Volume 63 leaps up 5 to number 5, while Attack on Titan Volume 3 falls back 2 to number 6. Attack on Titan Volume 9 falls back 1 to number 7, while Black Butler Volume 1 falls back 5 to number 8. Sailor Moon Short Stories Volume 2 returns at number 9, along with Soul Eater Volume 3, which comes in at number 10. More older titles return, no doubt in response to Christmas with gift cards being redeemed. Black Butler holds on and is joined by Sailor Moon and an early Soul Eater. Naruto keeps hanging on, but we finally lost One Piece. Attack on Titan's dominance is no surprise with the newest volume, its predecessor, and of course the first 3. Nielson's December Bookscan. In the top 20 from Nielson's Bookscan for the month of December, manga takes a real hard kick as only 3 volumes make the list, which is dominated by Batman and Walking Dead. No doubt another Christmas consequence. The manga to make it highest on the list is Attack on Titan Volume 1, which comes in at number 8. Right behind it is Naruto Volume 63 at number 9. The final manga doesn't appear until near the very bottom, with Attack on Titan Volume 2 at number 19. This is kind of a shock after having so many volumes hitting the list over the last few months. Attack on Titan and Naruto are the logical titles to hang on, with the way they have been dominating and hanging on the weekly New York Times list. But it would be nice for a few more to hold on. Thank you for listening to the Manga Xanadu Manga Dome podcast. You can find links to the stories and books discussed here in the show notes at manga.jdragononline.com. You can email me with any questions at xanadu@jdragononline.com or leave a comment on this post. Rate me on YouTube and follow me on Twitter at Manga Xanadu, all one word. Until next time, farewell from the Manga Dome.